It's the big UCC survey here on News 18 network, a comprehensive effort to try and understand what Muslim women want across 25 states and union territories, a sample of over 8,000 people. A sincere thank you to all the 880 plus surveyors of the News 18 network and the entire team at the back end that's helped put this all together. Eye-opening insights, and let's go straight across to Kiran Bedi ji, former LG of Puducherry and also former IPS. Kiranji, namaste, and thank you very much for your patience. Hope you've seen the survey. 7 questions that encompassed largely all the aspects that come under a uniform civil code. And an overwhelming response towards the affirmative by Muslim women.
I think very, very progressive, very encouraging. Very encouraging. First of all, congratulations to all of you for having done this mammoth exercise. And I think that closes lots of options for many other people. I think it's very, very good. And it's objective, unless somebody finds any fault with it. But it's very progressive. And I salute all these educated young women who are asking for this change. And it's hit at the patriarchy. Patriarchy, they've lived with all these years. They've lived under domination. They've lived under control. I think they're coming out of controls and dominations and negative legacies. And they're also getting out of patriarchy. I think the time has come. When you educate people, then they rise above many, many things and they look for their own equity. So this is time. A democracy which doesn't provide equity is partial democracy. And women, half the women, they've asked for it. I'm glad you asked for it because we probably were guessing. Of course, we need to see the draft. Let's look forward to the draft of the Uniform Civil Code. But certainly the marriage and property rights and living conditions matter a lot for now educated young women. And so is it for elders. I think older women have also voted for it, which is very good. I think very big congratulations. I understand 2 out of 3 women. Yes. 2 out of 3 women are voting for or have voted for this or supported this. I'm very proud of them. And I'm so happy my Muslim sisters will finally one day hope to see sooner or later, get what is their right. What is our right? The way we are enjoying our rights. We enjoy our rights. Yeah. Why should they not enjoy their rights? And then they are in a free Indian democracy, having equal opportunities. Why not? And I'm sure it's not only these young girls who are benefiting. Many families must be so saddened by what's happening. Many fathers and mothers. I think it's equally cheers up the families, the daughters, the fathers of these daughters and the mothers of these daughters, sisters of these daughters, brothers of these daughters, because everybody's not alike. But those are the parents who love their daughters. Those brothers who love their sisters would also equally vote for it. But they want equal rights in property. They want equal rights. They want to have equal rights even pre-marriage, post-marriage. Whether it's property, whether it's family law, whether it's property rights. Most important. And the point is, it's not just one section of one faith. It's it's applying to across the board. Whether it's Muslims or Hindus and others. So I think I'm very happy.
Kiranji, if I may ask you, what some of the objections that have been raised, concerns that have been raised, the SGPC, among Sikhs, will it be accepted? Tribals, and also in the Northeast where the system is matrilineal. So will they accept it?
That's a question. So let us see the draft. Whether this draft manages or excludes, or is it all inclusive? Whether it's tribals, whether it's Northeast or the matriarchal, because that's where the men are losers.
Yeah. So
why not? Why not make it equal? Why not make it equal? I'm for equal, men or women, Hindu or Muslim. One law, one country. But let's look at the draft. And also the wisdom with the Law Commission has been given time to time. And also the Parliamentary Committee, which is also looking at it. So there is not just the survey. I think there is a lot of deliberation going back and forth.
See, 50% of the Muslim population in our country is women, just like 51% of our population across the countries, across communities, is women. Now, if an overwhelming number, when they've been sampled, like you said, 2 in 3 are in favor of a common civil code, then what happens to entities like AI and PLB, the Muslim clergy, largely male-dominated? Will their voices now be diffused? Because they are the ones who've largely obstructed it over the last 7.5 decades, man.
The clergy needs to go for a refresher course. I think the clergy, it's time they go for some refresher courses, because we have to grow out of legacies sometimes. The way they've been interpreting and the way it stands by many experts, as one hears, I think they probably need to re-look at their ideas. But look, it's not necessary that they would change. They have a right to their own views, and they've grown with them. It's probably too unfair, maybe unfair or unreasonable to make them suddenly change. But then the law is the law. Once the law comes, it's not asking every law doesn't get 100% unanimity. Everybody doesn't, every law. So, but the law is passed by the parliament. Even the parliament sometimes is not all unanimous. That's why it goes by the majority.
Right.
So let's see. The onus is now on the drafting of the law and the way the Indian democracy failed, the way the parliament conducts itself, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and also the states. But the fact is, women are ready. Women want it. And women are equal parts of this country. And they're half and half of this democracy. And I think the fact is they've suffered in silence. Yes. They have suffered in silence.
Agree with you, Kiranji. Always a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you very much for your patience, and thank you for joining us on this very special broadcast. It's a big day for us here on the network.
It is.
It is a big day for us because never before has such a UCC survey, such a survey been conducted, and we've done it. And it's the strength and I think the ability of the network, the News18 network, that speaks volumes. And what amazing insights that have come to the fore.